Good morning, everybody, and greetings from Trumanville, underpowered capital of Skydustria. Yeah, let's fix that. But first, I need to collect more rubber. Okay, a lot more rubber. How am I going to get more rubber? Well, I do have the tree tap down here. Each tree tap is good for about 15, 16 uses. That's not much. And at that rate, it would take me several tree taps to get enough rubber to pull this off. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and craft something a little different that will make it hopefully a bit, well, if not faster, then at least easier. I need to start off by crafting a new RE battery. Proceed from the RE battery to the electronic circuit. Electronic circuit in the middle, RE battery in the lower left, tree tap in the upper right gives me the electric tree tap. And now I just need to make my way over to my power plant to charge it up. In case you're wondering, I'm thinking off to the west I'll build an agricultural village to hold my rubber plantation. I think when I return on camera it will be from there. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and build that village off camera. Alright. Well, I said I'd come back from the village. I apologize, I've already returned to Trumanville. Alright, that said, I've come to the realization that in order to efficiently be able to make what I need to make for this episode, I can't rely on smelting my rubber. So instead, wait a minute, let me check something here. Which one of these furnaces has, that one right there, okay. At any rate, what I'm going to do is make more copper cables, which I'm going to turn into an electronic circuit. Go ahead and craft a machine block. You did see me craft 4 tree taps just a minute ago. Let me arrange those like so. And that gives me the extractor. And I have laid out the floor of a factory over here that I will use to create, Now what I need to do is put the RE battery down there, and then I'll put the sticky resin up top. And as you can see, it is using the RE battery to power the extractor to extract the sticky resin. That saves me the momentary trouble of having to power this thing. Of course, within a few episodes, this will have power. Just not right now. But as you can see, using the extractor, I can get 3 rubber for 1 sticky resin. Smelting it gives me only 1. And in case you hadn't noticed, I have 78 sticky resin to extract. And I'm probably going to have to refill the RE battery at some point as well. Oh well. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera while this all extracts. We'll return once I have all the rubber I need. Alright. Got everything crafted and smelted. Now it's time to actually make the materials I need. I'm going to start off with some insulated HV cables, which I'm then going to insulate twice more. Alright. Next step is to make some cables. Put some cables at the top and bottom, row of copper in the middle, and wood in the corners gives me LV transformers. 2 machine blocks, and I need to run back to my warehouse. I seem to alternate between calling it a warehouse and a storehouse. Now I should point out that this current stage of development, we're going to be stagnating here for some time. because the national government, wherever it meets, and I think it meets at City Hall for the time being, having no dedicated home, but the national government has given me a fairly long list of fairly major projects that I have to complete. They're calling for a device called a macerator to be placed in the foundry. They want me to finish the power plant, which I should be able to oblige them shortly. And then the macerator, I'll also oblige them fairly soon. Alright. But yeah, at any rate, place the machine blocks in the middle. Copper cables above and below. Gives me MV transformers. Yeah, I'll explain the exact strategy for how I'm going to get power from the power plant over to the foundry. And for right now, I think I'm only going to try to get it to the foundry. Alright? Yeah, and just make a bunch of 2x insulated gold cables. Cannot insulate it further, and that's fine by me. I know I'm short copper cables. I'll have to make do for now. And remember to head over to my, to my rubber plantation village, which is off in that direction. Grab some more sticky resin to bring back to the capital for processing. At any rate, the long list of projects includes macerator in the foundry. I should get to that shortly. Completion of the power plant. And it's just a matter really at this point of completing the structure of the power plant. I need to have a combination of factories with one extractor, one compressor, and one canning machine between them. Don't have to have them all in the same factory, although I could well do so. Yeah. And then, let's see, I need to have a provincial capital, so that the provincial government at least has a place to assemble. So that's the output face of the bat box. So if I put the medium voltage, yeah, that should be facing up. Now, because of the way I've got this lined up, alright, yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and do that like so. No, I don't think that's how I want. That isn't how I want to do it, is it? Crap, I have no temporary building material. Well, I should still have some sand up here, right? Yeah, I've got some sand. A few stacks. Great. Just going to go ahead and take the fall here. Alright. Yeah, go ahead and build this up a bit. Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and build that out as well. And then place my MV transformer here. Alright, in case you're wondering, the bat box outputs low voltage, 32 EU per tick maximum. Alright, this is an MV transformer. It can convert, well, right now it's set up to down convert from 128 EU per tick medium voltage down to 32 EU per tick low voltage. I actually want it to go the other direction, so I need to power that with some sort of redstone signal. Alright, what do I have? I have redstone torches, great. I think I will go ahead and grab some, or do I want to make this out of basalt? I'll use basalt for this. Alright, so now I go up. Yeah, and actually, let me see if I can't get the iron cable on like so. Oh, yeah. Alright, and then it's just a matter of running that over that way towards the foundry. And I'll be good. Now, in case you're wondering, now like I was saying, bat box outputs 32 EU per tick. The LV transformer there, once I power it, remind me to power it, and also remind me to go ahead and put, some basalt down. Alright, and actually, I think I made a little bit of a mistake there, Alright, well, let's go ahead and put that down there. And now that should be converting from the low voltage output from the bat box to the medium voltage used by the, to the medium voltage transport upward. Alright. Now the next step is actually going to be, let's actually go ahead and use this to pillar my way up here. This leads into our MV transformer, and now that I powered it, it's going to take our medium voltage input of 128 EU per tick and output a high voltage current at 512 EU per tick. In case you're wondering, that iron cable outputs, let me check real quick here, HV cable, 3x insulated, loses 1 EU every 1.25 blocks. So over a distance of 64 blocks, it's going to lose about 50 odd EU. Which means I'm still getting about 460 EU per tick, or rather per packet. I'm not going to get 1 EU per tick out of a bat box. It's not going to happen. Now, the big advantage to having it 3 times insulated is that it's going to allow me to do this, hopefully. Guess not. Alright, well, excuse me while I figure out how I'm going to lay this cable across the river. Alright, so as you can see, I've managed to get the line across the river. And I've gotten it as far as right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the MV transformer there. That's going to down convert it back to medium voltage. So now I'm going to lay this gold wire into the foundry itself. Yep. And now, actually let me go ahead and remove that wire briefly so that I can do that. Alright. And I can place the 1 copper wire I have there for the moment. I will need to figure out what I'm going to do about copper. That said, yes, you notice I have added a couple of things to the list of things to be made in this factory. This is basically going to be my main ingot making factories. Iron, copper, tin, refined iron, gold ingots, and there are a few ingots in, thing is I can't make all of the ingots there. I know there are 9 now that I think about it. As you can see in the satellite view, the running track in the school is now almost completely covered in grass. No word on the flower bed. But in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is head in here. Now, in order to make a macerator, I need... there's my flint. I need 3 flint, 2 cobblestone. I think it's cobblestone, right? Let me double check the recipe for a macerator. Yeah, it is cobblestone. Machine block and an electronic circuit. The electronic circuit is going to require more cables than I actually have. In fact, I believe I used the last of them in the layout of the factory. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cross the river up here towards my temporary tree farm. And then I'm going to make my way a very long way around the river. It would be faster to go across the river if I wasn't slowed down so much by swimming through the water. Alright? At any rate, let me think. All the requirements, I think I got as far as the provincial capital. That high school that I just built last stage, I am going to have to rebuild as a university. I'll have to double check the requirements for that. Yes, I know it's night time. I did at least recharge my electric tree tap, so I don't have to worry about that. And plus, I only really need 2 to get the rubber I need out of the extractor. That extractor is going to be really nice. Heck, it already is proving to be very useful. And I dare say its utility will only rise with time as the machines I build become more and more complex. Alright? Yep, well, I was going to show you my plantation, wasn't I? I probably should have built a boat. Could I still build a boat yet? I suppose if I run back to Trumanville, I could yet build a boat, couldn't I? I think I will, actually. A simple boat, a vanilla Minecraft boat. I will have to mine the ships and boats mod. Actually, let me check something. Is there... No? Well, let's see. Where would be the parts? Alright, let's... Okay, if I remove that... Yeah, let's see here. That might help me a little bit. Ores. Yeah, okay. 2 slabs and 4 sticks gives me a set of ores. Alright? That's a part of the ships and boats mod that actually modifies the behavior of a vanilla boat. Alright? I need to make sure I get all the way to my storehouse. I seem to alternate between calling it a storehouse and a warehouse. Did I mention that already this episode? I might have, I don't remember. I know it's sad. Oh well. Anyway, I have to build an obstacle course. Why did I specify an obstacle course? Well, as of the time I'm recording this video, American Ninja Warrior is still on the air. I happen to enjoy that show, so I do have a few references. So I do have the obstacle course as a reference to it. I should point out that one rule that I have, or at least I should have, I may have to go back and add it if I didn't actually have it. But there is, or should be, a rule that I am not allowed to build an obstacle course that is unbeatable. That is to say, the obstacle course must be beatable. So there's the ores. And here is the boat. Got more than enough charge left in my battery. I just realized I don't have enough copper to pull this off. But oh well. Let's go ahead and extract that. And since I promised you a trip over to my plantation... Alright, yep, and as you can see, the ores are moving, and I'm actually moving... I'm not sure how to compare this with the vanilla Minecraft boat speed. I do know that without the ores... Yeah. See, that's without the ores, so I have to have them in my hand to use them. And actually, all these lily pads aren't actually to my advantage here. Alright? Now the plantation should be over this way-ish. Whoa, dodge the lily pads. Yeah, there's the volcano up there. A volcano. And yeah, there's the plantation. Alright, well. So let's go into this little natural harbor here. And yeah, I mean, you can see the trees. I could show it to you, but yeah. Alright, as you can see, I've opted to call it Goodling Plantations. It is an agriculture village. I will have to verify that it conforms to the requirements for a village in this stage. But yeah, that is my rubber plantation. And now I'm going to return home. Real quickly here. Alright. Minding the lily pads. There is the high school. I know, not necessarily the most stately of buildings. With any luck, I should have better ways of... Oh. Right. Well... That's why I was trying to avoid the lily pads. Don't have to worry about whether or not I can keep the boat when I get back to the mainland, because the answer's already been decided for me. Alright, well, let's see if I can't jump these... Nope. Well, let's see here. That is way too long a jump. And something tells me that's not doable either. Nope. Alright, oh well. Alright, so now I need to get to my extractor here. And I know it is... Well, that's enough rubber at least, for now. I forgot to put the RE battery in there. I can't believe I did that. Alright. So now, the next step is going to be... Yeah. Grabbing the... Yeah, I need a couple more copper. So let's go ahead and grab, 2 more copper ore. And that would be in this chest here. Alright. Have the copper. Now I'm heading over to the foundry to smelt the copper. And I think this will be the last direct smelt of an ore that I do. And I'll explain why shortly once I've got the materials I need for this. Alright? 2 copper ore. I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 sticks in there. Give it fuel to smelt. I may need to add a wooden plank. I will need to add a wooden plank, yes. Okay. I guess that's okay. Yeah. And there we go. There's my 3 copper. Wait, I forgot to grab redstone. Derp. Very much derp. There's this legend of these things called logistic pipes that allegedly have the ability to allow me to basically pull anything I want from anywhere I want. Sure use something like that. But for now, I'll have to make do with what I've got, which means manually running back and forth to the storehouse. Alright, just to save a hair of time, just fall down there. I do need to rebuild those sky bridges at some point. Alright, so now, let's go ahead and make 6 more copper cables. 2 electronic circuit. Craft a machine block. Machine block, electronic circuit, and I could have the machine block and the electronic circuit mixed up. I haven't actually have it. Nope, I actually got it right for once. Okay. Well, now, I think I know where the macerator is going to go. And honestly, part of me is wishing I had brought some ores. Alright, first off, did I set everything up correctly? Yes. Okay, so it's getting some power. Could it be that I'm out of juice in my power plant? It's possible. Let me check on that. Because either I'm losing too much power, and that's not actually going to work, or, and I think this is more likely, I'm just plain out of juice. So let's go ahead and throw a bunch of charcoal in there. It's going to drain out a bit to power the macerator over there, and we'll see if what I have is even viable. Because I suppose the question is it actually trying to file 32, or no, is it trying to do the full 512 like I expect it to? Or is it only doing 30? Well, it couldn't be only doing 32, because if it was, I'd have lost all of it in that high voltage cable. And the fact of the matter is, I am getting power to the macerator. So, the other thing I probably should have done while I was over here was, well, make some actual proper use of the macerator. And because I am going to need cables very soon, I'm going to go ahead and take some copper ore over there. Alright. Yeah, I know I'm walking on the roofs here, and yeah, falling down and taking damage. Oh well. Alright. Now if I put the copper ore in there, and you might be able to hear it through the speaker of the microphone. Maybe, I don't know if you can or not. But yeah, what's going to happen is it's going to operate, it's going to do its macerating thing, and the macerating thing will turn that one copper ore into 2 copper dust. Needless to say, doubling the ores is a great idea. And it's basically the reason why I'm not going to be smelting ores directly from now on. Alright. Now that I've got my macerator up and running, and recognizing that my next step is going to require some macerated ores, let me check my timing real quickly here. Alright, so getting to the macerator took me to about the 30-minute mark. So this would have to be, I think, the best place to end this episode. This has been Skydustria. See you next time. Please rate, comment, and/or subscribe.